Hi guys, I'm here at the Goodwill in Clemmons, North Carolina. I've never been to this Goodwill before, so let's get in here and see what they've got. As soon as you walk in the front door, the blue jeans are right here to the left. That's kind of cool because I'm used to having to go to the back of the store to look at blue jeans. Anyway, they do have the purses up front and they have some lamps up here, which is very interesting. Looks like all of their lamps are $8 a piece. These are super unique looking. I see wedding dresses, and if you're a returning viewer, then you know I'm always trying to remind you ladies to buy a used wedding dress. Look, this one has the original tag still on it. It's never been worn. These others look like they're in really good condition. You're only going to wear these dresses once, y'all, so buy them used and save a ton of money. I need some new pants because I've been losing weight and I'm in this in-between size, and it's really hard to find anything to fit. I definitely don't want sweatpants. They seem to have a lot of pants to choose from. A lot of these sizes seem to be petite sizes though. Y'all know I usually don't film a lot of the clothing section when I'm out filming, but this is my first time visiting this store, so I really wanted to check things out. These pants are so cute and they feel like they would be so comfortable, but they are like a size small and they do look really small. This store is really busy, so I doubt I'll be able to film over in the shirts and blouses aisle. And I also don't think I will be able to film in the men's section or the children's section because most of the people in here shopping appear to be shopping for clothing. Cute. Sorry, I wasn't trying to mumble. There were other customers around me. Y'all know I like to check out the shoes just to see what's new and what's used. And they have a wide variety of different pants and capris in here. And they do have a lot of athletic wear. And check these shoes out. These are special, aren't they? They do look like they're probably brand new. The soles are not dirty at all. And look at these. These are so cute. And once again, those soles are clean. As much as I need some new pants since I've lost weight, we are entering a heat wave here in the South, as is most of the country. So I figure I'll be wearing a lot of shorts, dresses, spending some time in the pool, and maybe if I could find some lightweight pants like 100% linen, that'd be great. Well, I'm not finding anything linen per se, but these are really lightweight feeling. But just like those other pants I saw earlier, I do believe these would probably be too small. I will say one thing about this Goodwill store is they do have a wide variety of colors to choose from. So if you like to wear really bright or bold color pants, then this is the Goodwill store you might want to come and shop at. These are Michael Kors pants. If you've watched some of my previous videos, then you know I recently bought me some Michael Kors pants from one of the other thrift stores in Hickory, North Carolina. Not only do they have a good variety of colors to choose from, but they have a lot of different styles to choose from. So if you need pants for business, you can find business pants here. You know, skirts for church and business. And once again, if you like bright colored pants, they seem to have a really good selection of bright colored pants at this store. Stay with me, I'm working my way back to the home decor and houseware section. These are Tommy Hilfiger shoes. They look like they're pretty new. I really want to check out the artificial flowers, because the one complaint I hear the most about artificial flowers is that the thrift stores are charging too much for these, considering they're donated and they're used. Because, like, look at this one down here. There's some damage there. And if you buy this, you're going to want to replace the damaged pieces. Just a reminder, if you see any prices that you think are too high or too low, just remember I do not have anything to do with the pricing in any of these stores. I'm only here to report the pricing that I see and the quality of things that I see, so I can try to help you find some bargains when you're out thrifting. This Noel Christmas stocking holder set is in good shape. That's really good. And I'm always watching the prices on all of these wood products now, because back in Hickory and Newton, they used to sell a lot of their wood products pretty cheap. And then they went up on their prices in recent months, and now I see a lot of that stuff sitting on the shelves. And then when it is cleared off the shelves, it ends up in the Goodwill bins at the outlet store, and you have to pay for it by pound over there. So then people don't want to buy wood products by the pound because it costs way too much. It's only one. This is a wine bottle holder with a fork holder for $6. This is not priced. $4 for the big green basket. I love this basket. That is awesome. I don't need it, but it's awesome. Y'all know I just can't pass up the basket section. I just got to check it out and see what they have different than what the other Goodwill stores have. And look at this. Y'all, this is kind of funny. I'm going to look at the housewares along with the home decor as much as I can. Please remember I'm filming around other customers. I have one of these, but that's a good price since it's still in the box. So cute. Medium bottle. It's heavy. Y'all know I like to check out all of the teacups, coffee cups, things like that. And I'm always looking to see if things are dishwasher safe, microwave safe, or oven safe. Because that's really important to me. It might not be important to you, so you buy whatever you like and you're comfortable with. If you find anything that looks vintage in a thrift store, make sure you check it thoroughly for chips and cracks and fading. All of these things are super important, and especially with these raised porcelain flowers like this, the flowers are often missing the leaves or the petals because those get broken off so easily, and it's really upsetting when you spend some money, especially since they've been raising their prices at most of the Goodwills. If you get it home and then you realize all too late that it's chipped or broken, because they don't do returns on things like that, because they don't know if it was chipped and broken when you bought it or if you chipped it and broke it on the way home. This vase is plastic. I would leave it behind. These canisters would be a good buy. This salad bowl set is still in the box. That would be a good buy. And then check these out. This marble one right here would be great to use as a utensil holder. I don't know what else you might use that for. It's not really a vase, but you could probably use that as like a vase for artificial flowers. I would leave this behind personally, but that's just me. This red colander would be a good buy because it's nice and clean and no rust. If you're someone who collects silver or silver-plated items and you can tell the difference between the two, then you might be able to find some really good deals at some of the local thrift stores. Don't forget to check out the used wreaths in any thrift store you go to, because sometimes you can get a really good deal. I love to look through the lamp section, and this tall silver colored one really caught my eye. It's got a pretty big round shade on there, and like I said, it just caught my eye. They've got a couple of cute ones here, and this one looks vintage. You gotta be careful, because sometimes you'll see some things that look vintage, but they're really not. Sometimes it's like a knockoff or a reproduction piece. So always check those carefully. Heavy. Sweet Expressions, Regal Confections, Mississauga, Ontario, maybe? I don't know. It was made in China though. I'm always watching the prices from one Goodwill store to the other on items that I find that are alike or at least similar, because it's always interesting to see if the Goodwill stores are pricing these items in a similar fashion or if they're very different. I was talking to an employee earlier, and I meant to ask her whether or not their Goodwill stores in this area ever have like a 50% off sale, or if they offer a senior citizen or a military or students discount, because some of our other thrift stores back in the Hickory area do offer those discounts, but our Goodwills do not, and our Goodwills never have any kind of sales in our area. But I know that some of the Goodwill stores south and out in the Midwest, they do have like 50% off sales. So it's just very confusing to me that we don't get any of those sales or any of those types of discounts at our local Goodwills. I am seeing a lot of similar items here that I would see in other Goodwills and other locations. There's just certain types of things that most people will donate after they've used them for a while, like seasonal decor. You know, there's certain types of seasonal decor that you can readily find in just about any thrift store nowadays. It's broke. Once again, I'm just going through here kind of checking out the prices, because I'm very curious to see how similar or different prices are from one Goodwill location to another. I always look at the frames and artwork, and y'all know I love lighthouses, but I do not need any more lighthouse decor, but I still like to stop and check them out. Anyway, back to the artwork. I love looking for interesting original pieces of artwork. Oh my God, y'all, this is so cute. This is an artist rendering of the canal in Venice, Italy. This is an original painting, and it's professionally framed. I love it. I'm going to think about it, but I think I might buy that one if I buy anything today. Oh my, I am loving this vintage table. I wish I could take this with me today, because this would be a really good deal. It needs a little bit of work, I know, but what a deal that is. Unfortunately, I just cannot take that with me today. I was really hoping I could kind of pan around here and show you what kind of furniture donations they get in this part of the state versus what we get over towards the western side of the state. But there's a couple of kids around back here, so I don't think I'm going to get the chance to pan around and give you that wide angle view today. I want to take a quick peek through the linen section before I get back on the road, y'all. I love these Afghans. They'd be great for fall and winter, but we're heading into a heat wave, so I'm not quite ready to buy for fall and winter just yet. I don't know about you. Not really seeing anything in the way of quilts today. Anyway, I think that's going to wrap it up for today, y'all. Alrighty guys, I just finished shopping in the Goodwill here in Clemmons, North Carolina. The only thing I bought today was this piece of original artwork. I just thought it was so cute, and you can see it is signed here. It's an original artwork, and they had it professionally framed and everything. So I think this will be super fun to either hang on to for myself at home, or possibly put it in my booth. I haven't decided yet. You'll have to wait and see what I decide. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again for the next video. Love ya. Bye.